You may or may not have heard of the 1980s song from Cyndi Lauper, Girls Just Want to Have Fun. But how true is it really? Do girls really just want to play? Do they want to play with me? Okay, shall we not go to the gutter so quickly? I meant, do they banter? Do they like silly little games and flirtatious banter? And the answer is yes. What up? It is David Bauer here with another episode from Ace of Hearts Academy. Thank you for taking this time to invest in yourself, your future, and your future relationships. And congratulations on making the decision to break up with loneliness, because I promise you, your future relationship will thank you for it. By the end of this video, you will have an understanding of why women like flirtatious banter and how to use flirtatious banter to create attraction with them. Also, at the end of this video, I have an announcement for how you can create incredible attraction with a woman this holiday season, so stay tuned for that. Now, I confess, in the past, I used to think women were serious about everything, kind of like I am. Can you tell? I used to be afraid that flirting with them, teasing them, it could all be perceived as inappropriate. But then I realized that if she wasn't having fun in the interaction, if she didn't perceive me as somebody who could enjoy a wild and sometimes spontaneous moment, she usually wouldn't stick around. Women and men tend to think and act differently. Yeah, you think? Didn't think that was a surprise to you. But women tend to be more playful than men. This is part of what makes them better mothers in the future. Men, on the other hand, yeah, well, we tend to be a little more stern and serious all the time. In fact, I would argue that men tend to take most things in life way too seriously. In fact, it's often the women that are telling the men to kind of lighten up, giving the little shoulder punch saying, hey, have fun. So women, fun. Men, serious. Now, don't get me wrong. Each of these personalities have their important, essential place in the unity that we call a relationship. However, it is beneficial to understand that both sides are, different. Your case, she may be a little confused as to your drive and ambition at times. And as is the opposite, you may be sitting there in a restaurant and she does something really childish, like she wipes whipped cream on your nose. And you're sitting there thinking, what are you doing? While she's laughing hysterically. So how do we understand this nature and use it to create attraction? Well, first we have to understand that women are emotional creatures. So, emotional. Okay. This means that they react far more than men to emotional stimuli. This is part of why they like drama shows. You can think of men almost as more of the poker face. So, again, a little more serious, so we're going to try to fit this on this board, poker. So a little more poker face. Okay, a little more serious. A little more reserved about their emotions. So, how do we create the stimuli that gets her having fun? Well, women love to be around somebody who is playful and who can play with them. Someone who can sort of roll with the punches, banter, tease. So as an example, I had a girl where I used to work, and I could tell she was kind of interested in me, but where she really made it obvious was one day she came to my booth and I had like these presentation cards out, and they were laid out in a very specific format on my desk. And she came by, I forget, I said something that started the whole thing, whatever, but we started this little kind of bantering thing, and she came up and she sort of messed with the cards. Trying to like, oh, I'm just going to mess up your desk. All right. And I took my pen and I just looked at her and I just tapped her right on the forehead. And basically what this was like, look, I got you. I own you. Okay. You're so cute, trying to be all tough and mess up my desk. But we both know I own you. And of course, this drove her wild, right? She actually really, really loved it, okay? So flirtatious banter, kind of rolling with the punches. Think of it almost like you're playing tennis or badminton or one of those racket games, and the objective really is more to keep the ball in the air. Now, I do go a little deeper into how this psychology works in this other video, and I do trainings on this type of psychology during my workshops and during my one-on-one coaching. Also, at the end of this video, again, I have a special announcement as to how you can get a hold of some of that. So, go ahead and stay tuned. So engage her in that flirtatious banter. She hits the ball to you, you hit it back. Again, the racket sport, okay? Also, recognize that she is going to want to do more fun stuff, hopefully with you. I am talking things like theme parks, local events, or really anything that involves getting out and just having fun. Now, I know as men, we kind of want to stay home and work on our business or maybe fix the car. That might seem like fun to us, but I'm afraid she's not really on board with that. She's really not on the same page. Sorry. Just don't forget to indulge her every once in a while, okay? Even if some of the stuff she's into, you're not into, look, that's fine. Find a common ground, okay? All humans have at least one of them. Find something the two of you can do together that is fun. So, in conclusion, understand that women are emotional creatures. They are emotionally driven and they require constant input from emotional stimuli, okay? They like to have fun, okay? So become that stimulation. Tease her, play with her, banter with her, keep the racquetball going, all right? And let your childish side come out every so often. Now, this is that special announcement that I promised. I'm hosting a free fall attraction workshop this October 21st to the 23rd. So that's going to be a Friday, Saturday, and a Sunday. And I'm going to host it at 3 p.m. CST, that's Central Standard Time. Now, I understand that you might not be able to make it if you're in another portion of the country or maybe even the world. So there is a VIP option. And the great thing about the VIP option is not only do you get to keep the recordings for life, but you also get a 30-minute Q&A at the end of each day. And, oh, yes, and that workshop is going to last an hour each day. So if you do the VIP, you're going to get an hour and a half each day. And that's the tip for this week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, share with your friends, leave a comment, sign up for the workshop this month, and as always, get out there and ace it.